and welcome to Standing in His Grace. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Tina, and we're so excited to be here with you today.
And if you're a Mormon or a former Mormon, also known as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or also known as the LDS Church, this ministry is for you. This ministry is to help you learn more about the straight gate and the narrow way. And many of you may ask, what is the straight gate and narrow way? Well, let's go to Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 and 14. It reads in 13, "Enter in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many there be which go thereat." And 14, "Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, there be that find it."
Also in Luke chapter 13, verses 23 and 24, it says, "Then said one unto him, Lord, are there few that be saved? And he said unto them, Strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in, and shall not be able."
We learn who the straight gate is by going to John chapter 14, verse 6. "Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." So as you can see, Yeshua is the straight gate and the only way to the Father. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 1, it reads, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber." Then in verse 9 it says, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture." So he is the door.
It's also interesting here where it says, "Those that climbeth up some other way, they're a thief and a robber." So we need to be cautious and realize that there's only one way to salvation, and that's through Jesus Christ.
Right. You can't jump over the wall, try to get up over another way, try to get around it, try to sneak in. There's no way for us to get in to the kingdom of God by cheating, lying, stealing, or trying to find some other way around it. We have to go through the door, and he is the door.
So if we are to receive salvation, we need to go through Jesus, also known as Yeshua, because he is the door and the only way to the Father. So Yeshua is the original Aramaic and Hebrew name. So you'll often hear us call him Yeshua.
Okay, so knowing that he is the door and understanding that when it comes to a shepherd, for many of you who don't really understand the life of a shepherd, what a shepherd does, and you know what their role is. A shepherd, when they're gathering their sheep into the pen at night, they want to protect the sheep from the wolves. So they bring them into the walls of the pen that they're going to be keeping them in for the night. These walls are usually made up of a bunch of rocks piled together that form a wall all the way around, and there's a small door. And it's a doorway. There's no actual door there. The only door that's there is the shepherd, and the shepherd sits in that door and protects the sheep all night. Now, the reason for this is because when the wolves come, they will sense the smell of the shepherd, and that puts fear in the wolves. The wolves do not want to come near the shepherd, and so they stay away all night long because the shepherd is there protecting the sheep. He sits in the door. He is the door. He becomes the door. And as we just read previously, Jesus is the door. I am the door. In verse 9 again of Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 9, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture." So in Matthew 7, chapter 7, verses 21 and 23, it states, In 21, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of the Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
So do you ever wonder why these souls were rejected, who they were, and what they should have done to prevent it? This is very serious for us to examine, and Jesus was very serious when he said this. So this is one of the things we're going to be discussing in this ministry is who were these people? Why were they rejected? And what they should have done to prevent it. And we look forward to discussing these questions with you as we journey along together.
Yes, and through that process, that journey, there is a reconciliation process. So whether you were Mormon or you're still a Mormon, we are excited to share with you what we've learned as we have started down the narrow way and what we are learning and experience along the way. We encourage you to also go down the narrow way and start a relationship with Yeshua. When I mean a relationship with Yeshua, I mean learning how to become his friend. Imagine yourselves standing in his grace. What will he say to you? Are we doing his will, or are we trying to do our own? In other words, if you put stipulations on Yeshua, on Jesus Christ, if you put stipulations and say, I will only follow you if you do this, or in other words, you're trying to put a bridle on a horse, for example, to control the movement of that horse, where that horse goes, and then you put a saddle on that horse and you're trying to control and direct every motion of that horse. You can't do that with Yeshua. You do that with Jesus Christ. You can't write your own script and decide which direction that's going to go. We need to let him write that script for us. Let him write your story. Let him decide. Jesus Christ will decide. He will write your story if we let him. We need to open up our heart, our mind, and work with all of our mind, our heart, mind, and strength, so that we can really learn what it means to be his friend. So,
And also,
ahead.
also when we are down this path, we'll realize that there's a lot of beliefs that we are holding based off of our culture that don't align with what Yeshua teaches. So we're excited to dig into that with you and help us all discover together what Yeshua wants for us and his plan for us.
So we've decided to start create a website so that we can continue his ministry. And when I say ministry, we're not starting a church. This is not a church organization. We are just sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ and helping people to find the straight gate and the narrow way, to develop a relationship with him, to be able to knock on that door, to know who he is, to develop that friendship with him and that relationship with him. And we hope that you'll join us. And our website that we are currently building, putting together right now is called standinginhisgrace.org. That's standinginhisgrace.org. And we hope that you'll join us on this journey together. Thank you.